If you're a woman over the age of 80, this message is just for you. Many of us think slowing down is just part of getting older. But what if those little changes, like needing help to stand or feeling off balance, were signs of something bigger? The truth is, only 5% of women your age can still do 5 simple movements that predict whether you'll stay independent or become dependent on others. But here's the good news. If you can't do them today, that doesn't mean you've lost them forever. You can rebuild strength, balance, and confidence with just a few minutes each day. And I'm going to show you exactly how. In this video, you'll learn what these 5 movements are, why they matter, and how to improve them. It's not too late to take back control of your body and your future. So grab a comfortable seat, take a deep breath, and let's take this journey together, one step at a time. Test 1, the one-leg stand. Let's begin with something simple, but surprisingly powerful. I want you to try standing on one leg. It may sound easy. After all, you've been walking, dancing, and moving your whole life. But this single movement can quietly reveal what's happening deep inside your body. Imagine this. Ruth, 84 years old, had always been active. She raised 4 children, walked her dog every day, and loved working in her garden. But one morning, while putting on her socks, she suddenly realized she couldn't do it standing up anymore. She needed to grab the dresser for support. It scared her. That small wobble was a sign. Here's what the research tells us. Being able to balance on one leg for 30 seconds or more at age 80 is an indicator of strong neurological health, good muscle control, and lower fall risk. In fact, studies show that those who cannot hold this position for at least 10 seconds are at a significantly higher risk of falls and injuries that lead to loss of independence. But don't worry if you're not there yet. The good news is, balance can be rebuilt. Let's try it together now. Stand near a counter or a sturdy chair. Just in case, lift 1 foot off the ground. Start with just 1 inch. Hold it. Count in your head. 1, 2, 3. How long did you last? If you held it for more than 10 seconds, you're doing well. If you reached 30 seconds or more, that's incredible. You're in the top 5% for your age group. Truly impressive. If you wobbled or had to put your foot down quickly, that's okay. It's not a failure. It's simply a sign, a gentle reminder from your body to start rebuilding. Here's how Ruth turned things around. She began by standing next to her kitchen counter, holding her balance for just 5 seconds each morning. Day by day, she added a few seconds more. After 6 weeks, she could balance for 35 seconds without holding on to anything. She even joked that she could put on her socks faster than her granddaughter. If you'd like to improve, start with 5-second holds twice a day. Alternate legs. Gradually lift your foot a little higher and hold a little longer. Be patient and always prioritize safety. Stand near a wall or have someone nearby. And if you manage to do it for 30 seconds already, wow, give yourself a well-earned compliment. That's not just balance, that's strength, control, and resilience. Now, I'd love to hear from you. How long did you hold your balance? Share your time in the comments below. You might be surprised how encouraging it is to see others just like you on the same journey. And if you're feeling proud, you should be. Let's keep going. Test 2, the Chair Rise Challenge. Next, we're going to look at something you probably do every single day, standing up from a chair. It might seem like a small movement, but it says a lot about your overall health and your future independence. Let me tell you about Betty. She's 82 and used to love sitting by the window with her morning coffee, watching the birds. But over time, she started needing to push off the armrests just to stand. She thought it was just old age. But when she visited her doctor, they asked her to stand up from a chair without using her arms, 10 times in 30 seconds. She couldn't do it. Not even 5. Why does this matter? Because leg strength is more than just muscle. It's directly linked to how long you'll be able to live independently. Studies show that your ability to stand from a chair without assistance reflects your lower body strength, balance, and overall physical function. In fact, weak leg strength is a major predictor of falls, hospitalization, and needing long-term care. Let's try it together now. Find a sturdy chair with no wheels. Sit down with your feet flat on the floor, about shoulder width apart. Now cross your arms over your chest. No pushing off with your hands. Ready? Stand up. Sit down with control. That's 1. How many can you do in 30 seconds? If you can do 10 or more, you're right on track. If you reached 12, that's excellent. And if you hit 15 or more, that's outstanding. Your legs are stronger than many people decades younger. If you could only do a few, please don't feel discouraged. That's simply a starting point. Betty began by doing 5 rises per day, using her arms if she needed to. Slowly, she built strength by engaging her leg muscles, keeping her back straight, and standing with intention. Within 2 months, she could do 12 chair rises without using her hands. Today, she moves more confidently and says her legs feel younger than they have in years. To improve, start small. Try 5 repetitions, 2 or 3 times per day. Focus on proper form, no rocking or using momentum. Just smooth, steady movement. If you need to use your hands at first, that's okay, as long as your legs are doing most of the work. Now, if you reached or passed 10 today, that's amazing. Truly, you're part of the top tier of older adults maintaining strength and vitality. Be proud of that. I'd love to know how you did. Share your number in the comments below, even if it's just 2 or 3. Every journey starts with a first step, and your progress matters. Seeing others share can be incredibly motivating. Let's lift each other up. Ready for what's next? The third test is something most people never think about until it almost causes a fall. Let's move on. Test 3. Walking backwards. Now let's talk about something most people don't even realize they've stopped doing. Walking backwards. At first, it may sound silly. After all, when was the last time you needed to walk backwards for more than a few steps? But that's exactly the point. The ability to walk backwards smoothly and safely is one of the first things to decline with age. And yet, it's one of the most important for preventing serious falls. Let me tell you about Lois. At 85, she was still living alone, proud of her independence. But one evening, while cooking dinner, she heard her tea kettle whistling. She stepped back from the counter to reach it, and nearly tripped over her little dog. It was a jarring moment. She realized that backing up had become awkward, unsteady, and even dangerous. Walking backwards may feel unfamiliar, but it actually requires more brain activity, more balance, and more coordination than walking forward. That's because your visual system is no longer leading the way. Your brain must rely on proprioception, your body's sense of movement and position, and your vestibular system, your inner ear's balance center. Let's test this together. Find a safe, open space, maybe a hallway. Make sure there are no obstacles or rugs. If someone is with you, ask them to spot you. Now try walking backwards slowly, heel to toe. Start with 5 steps. Then see if you can do 10. If you're feeling confident, try 20 steps in a straight line, without grabbing a wall or stumbling. How did that feel? If you made it to 20 steps without any hesitation or loss of balance, that's fantastic. You are showing strong spatial awareness and coordination. That puts you in an elite group of older women who are maintaining their neuromuscular health beautifully. If you struggled a little, that's okay. This is a skill you can rebuild, just like Lois did. She began with 3 backward steps along her hallway, using the wall for gentle support. She practiced daily, increasing one step at a time. After 6 weeks, she could walk 25 steps backwards with confidence. She even added it to her morning routine for fun. To improve, start small. Stand with your back near a wall and take a few slow steps back each day. Try doing it between 2 dirty chairs for safety. Always have support nearby, and never practice alone if your balance is unstable. If you tried it today, no matter how far you got, I applaud you. It takes courage to do something unfamiliar, and even more courage to work on it. Let me know how many steps you managed. Did you feel steady or unsure? Sharing your experience in the comments helps others feel less alone, and you might inspire someone else to begin. Great work so far. Let's move on to the next test. It's quick, but it tells us more than you'd ever expect. Test 4. Timed up and go. Now we come to a test that looks simple but is incredibly revealing. It's called the Timed Up and Go test, and it measures how smoothly your body works as a whole. Here's how it works. You sit in a chair, stand up without using your arms, walk 10 feet forward, turn around, walk back to the chair, and sit down again. All of it is timed. Why does this matter? Because this single movement sequence tests your strength, balance, coordination, reaction time, and even cognitive processing. Medical professionals around the world use this test to predict fall risk and determine if someone is likely to need assistance in the near future. Let me share Nancy's story. At 81, she had no major health problems, but she felt like she was slowing down. Her doctor asked her to try the Timed Up and Go test during a routine checkup. It took her over 23 seconds to complete, much longer than the target of 12 seconds or less. That number was a wake-up call. Nancy didn't want to lose her freedom, so she made some small, steady changes. She practiced standing up from her chair multiple times a day. She worked on her walking speed by strolling through her neighborhood, swinging her arms gently and focusing on her stride. She even practiced turning around in her hallway without losing her balance. After just 8 weeks, her time dropped to 13 seconds. After 3 months, 11 seconds. And most importantly, she felt like herself again. Let's try it together. Start in a firm, safe chair. Sit up straight, feet flat on the floor. Have someone time you with a stopwatch or phone. When you're ready, stand up without using your hands. Walk forward 10 feet. That's about 3 big steps. Turn around slowly. Walk back. Sit down again. Now check your time. If it's under 10 seconds, excellent. You have low fall risk and good mobility. Between 10 and 12 seconds, still very good. 13 to 19 seconds. It may be time to add more movement to your routine. Over 20 seconds. This test is showing you where to begin improving. No matter your time, just doing the test is a positive step. It means you care about your health and you're ready to stay active. If you want to improve, break the test into parts. Practice standing up without your hands. Walk around your home more often. Work on turning gently and staying centered. The goal is not perfection, it's progress. If you completed this test, no matter the number, I want you to know, I'm proud of you. You showed up for yourself today. That matters more than anything. Feel free to share your time in the comments below, not to compete, but to connect. We are stronger when we support each other. And now, get ready. The next test is one you'll only understand once you try it. It's all about balance, with your eyes closed. Test 5. Balance with eyes closed. This last test might be the most surprising and the most revealing. It's called the single leg balance with eyes closed. And while it only takes a few seconds to try, it quietly reveals how well your inner systems are working together to keep you safe, especially when the lights go out. Let me tell you about Barbara, age 86. She's always been independent, still drives to the grocery store, cooks all her own meals, and lives alone with her cat, Daisy. But one night, she got up to use the bathroom, and in the dark, she lost her balance. She didn't fall, but she came close enough that it scared her. The next day, she heard about this test and decided to try it. She stood near her kitchen counter, lifted one foot slightly, and closed her eyes. Not even 1 second passed before she had to grab the counter to steady herself. That moment was eye-opening. Here's why this test matters so much. When we close our eyes, we remove one of our strongest balance tools, vision. That forces our brain to rely on two other systems, the vestibular system, located in the inner ear, and proprioception, our body's ability to sense its position in space. Both of these naturally weaken with age, often without us noticing. Being able to balance on one foot with your eyes closed, even for just 5 seconds, means those deeper systems are still sharp and well connected. It means your brain, muscles, and nerves are communicating clearly, even without visual help. And that can make the difference between catching yourself in the dark or falling. Let's try it together, safely. Stand near a counter or sturdy chair. Lift one foot about an inch off the ground, then gently close your eyes. If you feel wobbly, open them right away. Never force it. Did you manage 1 second? 3? Maybe 5? If you made it to 5 seconds, that's excellent. You're in rare company. Less than 5% of people over 80 can do that. And if you couldn't hold it, don't worry. You're not alone. And you can absolutely improve this, just like Barbara did. She began by mastering the one-leg stance with eyes open until she could hold it easily for 30 seconds. Then she started closing her eyes just part way. Then for 1 second, 2 seconds. Within 8 weeks, she could balance with her eyes closed for 12 seconds. She hasn't had another near fall since. To build this skill, start slow and always practice near something sturdy. Begin with eyes open. Then gradually close your eyes for a second or two at a time. You can also practice standing on soft or uneven surfaces to challenge your balance gently. It's not about being perfect. It's about progress. Now I want to ask you, how long could you balance with your eyes closed? Tell me in the comments. Whether it was 1 second or 10, your effort matters. You showed up today, and that alone deserves real praise. Ready for the big picture? In just a moment, we'll look at what it really means if you can master all 5 of these movements, and how it could change your future completely. Let's keep going. You're doing wonderfully. Timeless advice for living well and staying independent. After 80, now that we've gone through the 5 essential movement tests together, I'd like to step back and talk with you, heart to heart, about something even deeper. No matter how you did on the tests today, whether you held your balance for 30 seconds or just 3, whether you could stand from a chair 10 times or only twice, the truth is this: it is never too late to build a stronger, more vibrant life. Not at 80, not at 90, not even at 100. The years after 80 can be incredibly rich, not because you're moving fast or doing what you did at 50, but because now, finally, you have the wisdom and time to focus on what truly matters. So let me share with you a few timeless pieces of advice, gathered from doctors, researchers, and perhaps most importantly, from women just like you who are living strong, joyful lives every single day. 1. Move a little every day. You don't need a gym membership or expensive equipment. You just need to move your body in gentle, meaningful ways. Stretch your arms while waiting for the kettle to boil. Walk down the hallway with intention. Practice your balance while brushing your teeth. Consistent small efforts create lasting strength. Think of movement not as exercise, but as a gift you give your future self. 5 to 10 minutes in the morning can make your entire day feel better. Even better? Dance a little in the kitchen. Your soul needs movement too. 2. Stay curious, stay sharp. Your mind needs movement, just like your body does. Read something new. Try a puzzle. Learn a few words in another language. Start a conversation with someone younger or older. Ask questions. Wonder about the world. Curiosity keeps your brain young. It also keeps you connected to others, to your sense of identity, and to the world that still has so much to offer you. 3. Eat with purpose, not perfection. You don't need to follow a strict diet or count calories, but your body, even at 80 or 90, still needs good fuel. That means real, colorful food. Think simple: leafy greens, berries, nuts, beans, fish, and plenty of water. Don't forget to enjoy what you eat. Sit down for meals. Light a candle, eat slowly. Nourishing your body is also about nourishing your spirit. 4. Connect deeply and often. One of the most overlooked health boosters is connection. Loneliness doesn't just make us sad, it literally weakens the body. It affects sleep, immunity, even balance. Call your old friend, talk to your neighbor, join a book club or a walking group, and if you feel alone, say so. There are people who care, more than you know. And never underestimate the power of listening to someone else. It might be the most healing gift you can give, to them and to yourself. 5. Protect your space, protect your energy. As we grow older, clutter and chaos can drain us. Keep your home safe, simple, and comforting. Remove tripping hazards. Organize the things you use often. Let go of things that no longer bring you peace, and protect your emotional energy too. Surround yourself with people who lift you up, not those who bring you down. Your time is precious. Spend it wisely. 6. Speak kindly to yourself. Your body has carried you through many seasons. It has given life, worked hard, suffered losses, and kept going. You may have scars, aches, or limitations, but you are still here, still strong in ways that cannot be measured. So speak to yourself the way you'd speak to your dearest friend, with patience, with praise, with grace. 7. Keep something to look forward to. Whether it's Sunday lunch with family, a trip to the farmer's market, or planting new flowers in the spring, give yourself a reason to smile ahead of time. Anticipation is powerful. It brings joy into the present. And joy, believe it or not, is one of the most important indicators of long-term health. If you've made it this far, I want to take a moment, just between us, to say something important. You may not hear this often enough, but the fact that you're here, that you're curious, willing, and open to learning about your body and your future, says so much about the kind of woman you are. You've likely spent a lifetime taking care of others, children, partners, aging parents, neighbors, friends. But now is the time to take care of you. Not out of vanity, not to prove anything, but because you are still here and you deserve to feel strong, steady, and in control of your life. Maybe some of today's tests were harder than you expected. Maybe a few caught you by surprise. That's okay. They're not a measure of your worth. They're a guide, a starting point, a quiet whisper from your body saying, "I'm still with you. Let's keep going." And if you passed one, or all 5, take a moment to celebrate that. Not everyone your age can say the same. That strength you've kept, it's a reflection of every step you've taken, every choice you've made, and every time you refuse to give up. But most of all, I want you to know this. It's not too late. It never was. You are not at the end. You're in a powerful chapter, rich with wisdom and meaning. Your story is still unfolding, and you get to decide how the next pages are written. So keep moving, keep connecting, keep believing in your own ability to grow. And if this video spoke to you, even just one line, I invite you to leave a comment. Your experience, your voice, your courage, it matters. More than you know. And if you haven't yet, subscribe. Not for me, but for you. Because you deserve a space where you're seen, supported, and reminded that aging isn't about giving up. It's about growing into who you've always been. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, take care of your body, your mind, and your beautiful, resilient heart. You are never too old to begin again.